Hello, everybody. It's me, Trudy Lee. Today is Saturday, September the 7th. I am going to do a series of videos. I'm going to try to work on them all day today and maybe finish them. I don't know, hopefully. And I'm going to read on the 10 candidates, Biden, Warren, Bernie Sanders, Kamala, Pete Buttigieg, Cory Booker, Beto, Amy Klobuchar, Andrew Yang, and Julio Castro. So I'm going to go through the list. I'm going to start with Bernie because I don't think I've done a reading on him. If it hasn't been, it's been a while. If I've done one, it's been a while. So I wanted to take a look and see how he's doing in his campaign. It seems that Warren and Bernie are like neck and neck. They're just right behind Biden, but they're both in second place, they say. So I don't know about all these polls because I remember when, we were back in the day, we were watching all the polls and it was saying that Hillary was going to beat Trump by a long shot. It didn't happen. So I don't know about all these polls, but anyway, that's what I plan on doing. So that's what I'm going to do. I just want to tell you guys, thank you so much for all your comments. I'm reading them all. I appreciate it. I went to my mom's. I took her to the doctor. She has an aortic aneurysm, and they were watching it. And this lady, poor sweet lady, she tells everybody that the aneurysm moves, and it's not possible. Aneurysms don't move. And she says it was here, now it's here, now it's there. And I took her to this doctor, and it was almost an hour away from her house, so I wanted to drive her myself. Had to drive 4 hours to her house, but I stayed there a couple of days. Drove her to the doctor. She was real nervous. Her blood pressure was real high. So I'm glad she didn't drive herself. I'm glad I could be there. And she told me she'd never seen this doctor before. Well, when we get in there, the doctor tells her, I saw you in April. And she doesn't remember it. She has no memory of it, but she sees a lot of doctors. But she can't remember him at all. A little bit scary. She wants to do a reverse mortgage on her house, get that money, buy this huge RV that she's got her eye on. It's 32-foot RV to drive, and pull her little car behind that and drive to Maine because she lives in Texas, and she wants to drive it all the way to Maine and park it over there and be able to stay in Maine for a couple of months and then come back home. That's her dream. That's what she wants to do. She's 77 years old, but she's been having a little bit of memory lapses. So also, she thought she needed surgery for her aneurysm. So she wanted to go ahead and get the surgery done and get it behind her before she took off to go to Maine. So we go to the doctor, and the doctor tells her, well, I've been watching you for 6 months. So he was looking at her scans, compared what they were from 6 months ago. Aneurysm hasn't grown, hasn't changed, nothing's changed. It's not that big. He doesn't want to do surgery. He said, everything's fine. Live your life. Do what you want to do. I'll see you in 1 year. And she's like, what? And she said, I want to go to Maine. He said, go. She said, I want to drive. He said, drive. I'm like, do you know what you're telling this lady? You're just giving her a license to, go run off. But he told her she's fine. She could do it. He just didn't want her straining herself. He said, don't be straining, her gut. Don't strain. So she's good to go, and she's getting everything in line so she can go. So my sister's moving in with her right now. She'll be taking care of her house and watching over things. My sister helps her fill up her medication for her and her husband. I filled up her medication while I was there, and I even saw that some of the medications weren't completely filled right, so I don't know who's doing that. So I don't know. There's a lot of issues. It's very scary. Everybody's scared for my mother to do this because she's having a lot of memory lapses, so it's really scary. As a matter of fact, she lost her purse while I was there. She always loses something. We're always looking for her keys. She vapes. We look for her vape all day long. And her purse. We got up one morning. Her purse wasn't there. She didn't know where it was. It was outside, sitting by a tree. Yeah, I found it. She was going to go get gas for her lawnmower, and then she found there was gas in the can. So she just put her purse down and forgot about it. I mean, we can all do it. She has so many things on her mind and so many things to think about. She has to take care of her husband and do all these things. So, and plus, she's had a lot of chemo, and we know how chemo brains work, and she doesn't like to worry about and think that that could happen to her. Anyway, so just wanted to keep y'all updated what's going on with my mama. She's doing good. So she got a really good report from the doctor. She's super happy. So am I. And, whatever she wants to do, I'm just going to try to support her and pray for her that if that's what she's supposed to do, God watch over her, protect her, keep her safe, and let her live her life and be happy. Because she has a few sisters left in Maine, and she wants to go be with them, and she loves Maine, and it's much cooler there than where she lives. So, okay. Anyway, let's focus on Bernie Sanders now. How's he doing in the race? I just want to know what's going on with him, how his campaign is going, how does it look? Okay, so when I connect with his energy, this is funny, y'all. I see a mouse standing on its hind legs, like, an animated mouse, kind of like. Um, so this tells me he's the test mouse. You know what I mean? He's brave. He's saying all the things that we want and we need. He's the mouthpiece for the Democrats. That's what I see. And he's very brave. He really is. But he's been talking about these issues for a long, long time, and he espouses all his liberal views. He's testing the waters for all the Democrats, really, and they're watching him, and they're taking notes, and they're using what works. They're just watching him. That's why he's the test mouse, because he'll say anything, he'll do anything. He doesn't care. He's got a little bit of a temper, and he doesn't care what he says. So they're watching him, and they're learning from him. Really, they're seeing what actually people will vote for, what they really want, and they're watching him. They're learning from him. So, and then I see a wheelbarrow all filled up. So that's from the other Democrats. They're looking at the things that aren't working and they're dumping it. So they're dumping it. So that's why I say he's the test mouse. Because people are learning from him, and they have been for a long, long time. But he's just very brave, and God bless him. The next thing I see with Bernie Sanders, this is really weird, you guys. I've never seen this before. I see a pair of kidneys. I can see kidneys. So I don't know if he's going to have some kind of health issues, if he's going to have an issue with his kidneys. That's what I'm seeing here. I feel like this is going to slow him down, but I'm not really being allowed to see anything else. I just saw a flash of kidneys, and that's it. They're really not letting me see what's going to happen. I don't know why I can't see it, but they're not letting me see it. I can't see it. I just flashed on that. So I think we're just going to have to wait and see what happens with him. And with his temper, a lot of people are talking about that. They're talking about what a temper he has. But let me tell you, when I ask Spirit about his temper, I see a superhero. So it's not hurting him at all. The people, they like his temper. They like it. It's not hurting him. They view it as like a superhero gift. So it's okay. He can be temperamental. He's at that age where people are very forgiving. I don't know. I didn't even look up his age. I don't know how old he is. I just see how old he looks. I guess him and Biden he must be older than Biden, isn't he? He's got to be. But he just seems like he seems like a grandfather. He's like the grandfather that can say whatever he wants and get by with it, As with Biden, we're looking at Biden and we're having a little bit higher expectation out of him. We want him to, dot the I's and cross the T's and, be more like Obama and Biden's nothing like Obama. And I loved it when he was vice president and he would, you remember what he said on the Democratic stage? This is a fucking big deal to Obama. And it got picked up and heard. I love that about him, that he's just real. He's just so real, you know? Excuse my French. Okay, so I have my cards laid out for Bernie. And let's see what I got here. All right, so his campaign's going very well. First card he gets is a Three of Cups celebration card. So women really like him, and everybody's celebrating. His campaign is celebrating. They're doing very, very well. It looks good. It's going fabulous. Crossing over that card is the Temperance. So the Angel of Peace is upon him. It's the Angel of Peace is helping to balance his heart and his mind, you know, because there's so many good ideas that he has and he wants to bring forth, but he has to bring it forth in a way that will be accepting, you know. So the Angel of Peace is upon him and helping him do that. That's good. Overlooking his situation is the Nine of Cups. This is the dreams come true card. So that looks really good for Bernie. He's really doing well, he's very pleased about it. This is a card of pure satisfaction. So he's very pleased, and he's having a lot of success right now. So that's what it tells me. Good for him. Okay, foundation of a situation at the bottom here. This is the Queen of Cups. And you know, this is a woman that's actually giving him a lot of credibility, helping him. I think this is Elizabeth Warren because, you know, she's like in lockstep with a lot of the issues that he supports. They support a lot of the same things. So it's really boosting him up. It's almost like she's giving him her support, you know, because she agrees with so many of his issues. So that I think this is what that is. So maybe they'll be together at some point. I don't know. All right, here's his past card. This is the Ten of Swords. This is the defeat card, and I just think this shows where he's come from. He was defeated by Hillary Clinton in the past, but now he's looking really good, really, really good. And his future card, this is the last card that I did for him. I'm just doing a short reading, y'all. This is the Six of Pentacles. So this is just, to me, this is the circle that he's perpetuating of generosity, sharing, helping, kindness, of love. You know, that's really, really what he's all about, is that we're supposed to support and help each other. This is a charity card, you know, and that's what he's such a charitable man, and it's showing here. And that's what he wants to do, is help others. So he knows that that's a great circle. You help others and others help you. What comes around goes around. So this is just showing, you know, his issues, his ideas that he's putting forth and espousing. And right now it's working really, really good for him. So I love seeing this card. This is really what we need to do. We all need to be helping each other. We need to be showing kindness, generosity, and sharing and helping others. So this is what he's all about. And it's working good for him for now. Okay, guys, so that's as far as I went with Bernie Sanders. It looks really good for him. He feels very strong, and he's doing very well. I don't know if he'll be the Democratic nominee, but it's looking really good for him. And I see Elizabeth Warren there with him, so we'll see. I had done Biden not too long ago, but I'll do him again too. Okay, guys, we'll talk to you later. Have a beautiful Saturday, beautiful weekend. Y'all take care. If you'd like to get a reading with me, look below in the description box. It's trudyleetarot@hotmail.com. It's $25 to the end of the month, end of September. So get a reading while you can, okay? Thank you so much for watching my videos. I appreciate it. I look forward to hearing from you guys on the messages. Bye for now. And do something kind for somebody. It'll always come back to you. Love you guys.